Have you ever had that weird feeling that somewhere, somehow, there's another version of you living a completely different life? Maybe they became a rock star, or a llama farmer in Peru, or, plot twist, they remembered to reply to that email from 2019. Welcome to the mind-bending, slightly terrifying, and definitely fascinating world of parallel universes. Grab your brain, because we're about to stretch it. Let's start with the basics. A parallel universe is a hypothetical self-contained reality that coexists with our own. Think of it like this. The universe is a loaf of bread, and each slice is a universe. Ours is just one slice in the Multiverse bakery. But this bakery might be infinite. Not just slices lined up side by side, but constantly being baked. Some fluffy, some burned, some so weird you wouldn't recognize the ingredients. In other words, some universes could have different physical laws altogether. Imagine a world where gravity is weak enough that you can jump into orbit, or strong enough that light bends like jelly. Scientists call this idea the multiverse theory. And no, it wasn't invented by Marvel, although, to be fair, Doctor Strange kind of nailed it. There are actually multiple kinds of multiverse theories. Here are a few. Quantum multiverse, based on quantum physics, where every possible outcome of a decision actually happens in a separate universe. Cosmological multiverse suggests new universes form every time there's a Big Bang. Yes, plural. Mathematical universe, hypothesis, proposes that every possible mathematical structure corresponds to its own universe. Warning, may cause existential dread. Some scientists even propose the brain multiverse from string theory, where our universe is just one three-dimensional membrane floating in a higher dimensional space. And sometimes these brains might collide. That collision could have been the Big Bang. Think universe bumper cars, but on a cosmic scale. Let's dive deeper into quantum mechanics, because it's where things get seriously freaky. Ever heard of the double slit experiment? It's like physics' favorite magic trick. When particles are watched, they behave like particles. When no one's watching, they act like waves. Basically, the universe goes, "Oh, you're watching. Never mind, I'm normal." This led to the theory of quantum superposition, the idea that particles can exist in multiple states at once until they're observed. Now take that and apply it to you. What if every time you make a decision, like coffee or tea, the universe splits? One version of you chooses coffee, another chooses tea, another chooses hot dog water, because even in infinite universes, someone makes bad choices. This is the many worlds interpretation, and yes, it sounds like something written during a late-night energy drink binge, but it's legit theoretical physics. Physicist Hugh Everett proposed it in 1957. He believed that every quantum interaction doesn't eliminate possibilities, it just spins off more realities. Many mainstream physicists, including Sean Carroll, consider it a real contender for how reality operates. Some even say it avoids the problem of collapsing wave functions entirely, because nothing collapses. Everything plays out. Alright, now that we know these parallel universes might exist, here's the question. Can we actually visit them? Short answer, no. Long answer, also no. But let's speculate wildly anyway. Some scientists theorize that wormholes, shortcuts through space-time, could connect parallel universes. Unfortunately, we don't have one lying around. Not even IKEA sells them. Yet, wormholes are theoretically allowed in general relativity, but keeping one open would require exotic matter, something with negative energy density. And no, we haven't discovered that. But if we did, it could serve as a bridge between universes, like a cosmic cheat code. But in theory, if we had the right energy, like negative mass, whatever that is, we could open a portal to another universe. Warning, you might meet a version of yourself who never skipped leg day. Even if we could travel between universes, it might be one way, or catastrophic, or just deeply disappointing. Imagine going through all that effort and ending up in a universe where everything is the same, except sandwiches cost $200, or where Earth has 2 moons but Mondays still exist. Total waste of a wormhole. Here's the fun part. Some scientists believe we may have already seen clues of parallel universes. In 2016, researchers studying the cosmic microwave background, a sort of baby photo of the universe, found strange anomalies that don't quite fit with our universe's expected structure. One idea? We bumped into another universe. The so-called CMB cold spot is especially puzzling. Some say it's a supervoid, just a huge empty part of space. But others suggest it could be evidence of a past collision between universes, leaving behind a thermal scar. Think of it as a cosmic dent. Of course, it could also be a glitch in the data. Not the Matrix, probably. There's also the infamous Mandela effect, where a bunch of people remember something incorrectly, like Nelson Mandela dying in prison. He didn't. Or the Monopoly guy having a monocle. He doesn't. Some people take this as evidence of reality shifts. Others take it as a reminder to double-check facts. Either way, it's great for YouTube content. Some theorists loosely connect this to quantum decoherence or entanglement between universes, suggesting minor leaks between realities might explain odd memories. Mainstream science disagrees. theories, but the conversation keeps growing online, especially as our tech advances. Now, here's a curveball. The multiverse could even help solve the fine-tuning problem. Why our universe's laws are so perfectly calibrated for life. If infinite universes exist, we just happen to live in one where things work. In others, stars might never form, or atoms might fall apart instantly. So why should we care about parallel universes? Well, first, because it's awesome. Second, if real, it could answer big questions. Why does the universe have the laws it does? Could we escape our dying universe into a new one? Is free will real if every choice creates a new you? Could we simulate a universe within a universe, like digital nesting dolls? And if so, are we the base reality or someone's simulation? And most importantly, in some universe out there, you already have a pet velociraptor named Kevin and a Grammy Award. The multiverse may sound like science fiction, but it's actually one of the most serious topics in theoretical physics today. Will we ever prove it? Maybe. Will Hollywood keep milking it for movie plots? Definitely. But one thing's for sure. In this universe, you just spent 8 minutes expanding your mind. And in another, well, you clicked on a cat video instead. Hit like, subscribe, and stay curious, because in every universe, science is awesome.